Figured it out.
Yep. We're giggling because we tried to do live this morning on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're not even sure. We might have been live.
Yeah. It was an epic fail as far as we can tell. So here we are.
I think we need someone with IT skills to help us out setting up a couple of these things.
Absolutely, because it was poor.
If you're a friend and have some pointers.
Help! Help us.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
Happy spring. Happy May 1st.
Oh yeah, it's May 1st.
Yep. 120 days gone in 2025 already.
Oh my
I figured that out yesterday.
Oh my god.
I know. I don't know why I figured it out, but I had to.
You know, spring and summer are coming, or spring is here, right? Finally.
Yeah.
And summer's coming, so quit counting the days.
I went
hang on to those
I went for a
days.
haircut last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I live on the west side of the highway, as you know. Tammy's on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
The east side is greener.
Really?
Yeah. And I said that there's more leaves on the trees. The grass is greener. I don't know what that. It's
You're
more
just
rain,
a little
more sun.
closer to the mountains. You're
1 mile closer to the mountains.
Yeah, you're getting a little more shade. So
yeah. So I was wondering if your farm is greener. Do you have
green.
leaves on your trees?
No.
Okay.
They're starting. They're budded. And the grass is really green. I've already mowed twice actually.
Oh, okay.
So, and we did have a little rain shower. Well, I think Airdrie had it too the other night.
Yes. Yeah. But you guys got way more, I think, like thunder and lightning and stuff, right?
We got thunder. I didn't see any lightning.
Oh, you didn't see it?
We did have some thunder.
Oh, okay. Did you see those crazy clouds?
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
We
so
tried to get pictures.
was outside. I had just finished mowing my lawn. I rototilled my garden because I'm thinking, come on,
Perfect timing.
rain. Yeah, I know. That's what I was doing. I wanted the rain on the garden, right?
Yeah.
So Clark was out harrowing in one of the fields. The boys were working away, so it was like, come on, rain.
Yeah.
So we did get some. It was good.
Good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Good.
It feels so good to go home at the end of a long day and sit in my backyard again.
Yes.
And I'm already dreaming of planting, and I know we're not supposed to here in Alberta before the May long weekend.
Yeah, that's
but I feel like
wives' tale a bit too.
Well, I feel like in my backyard where I do plant, and you know where I plant, that it's pretty well protected.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a new bush for my backyard that's very drought tolerant because it's super, super hot in this one corner that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried a couple other little bushes that haven't done well.
I think a dogwood's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called a dogwood. Pretty sure it's a dogwood, and it gets little yellow flowers.
Okay.
I think that's what that is.
Okay. Yeah, I need something because it's a big triangle corner, and right now we just have gravel in there, and it drives me crazy. I'd like to have something pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll try something new this year. Angie next door said she had I think it was a dwarf weeping willow.
Oh.
And she thought that those were drought tolerant.
Good to look.
So
see.
Do some research. I'm going to go talk to the guys at Bluegrass, I think, and see what
they say.
Yeah.
Do your research online too, and go on to the Golden Acres Garden Center website.
Yeah.
They have some really good tips and tricks on there and stuff and ideas.
Okay.
Golden Acres is fantastic. I know they're Calgary, but they are really good.
Yeah, I don't have a huge backyard, but I want it to feel like a little garden oasis.
That's what I want my whole yard to feel like, and it's huge.
But hers is huge.
Yeah.
My backyard would fit on her patio. So I've got a concentrated yard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
You can still fill it full of everything you love, right? And make it feel like you're...
Exactly, and that's what I want. That's why I'm thinking that wheatgrass, because I want to hear that swishing when the wind is... You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bring the birds in with some trees.
Yeah, well, the trees are huge.
Yeah, they grow like crazy, those trees, right?
Yeah, they're huge already.
Those columnar, we're talking about the columnar...
Aspens.
Aspens, yeah. You think there's a gardening website or gardening podcast today, right? So.
Yeah. We're excited for spring, can you tell?
Yeah.
I think it was a long winter this year.
Yeah,
so.
it was. So
yes. Anyways, we can move on to, all of our craftiness now.
Yeah. So I'm Cindy.
I'm Wendy.
Because we forget to do that all the time.
Welcome back to our podcast. We are the Social Sisters. We started podcasting in 2022. Can you believe that?
Really?
Our first podcast was. That's why our
We're
handle.
poor then because we don't have
That's
that.
why our handle is at Social Sisters 22.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to. That just makes me think we need to do way more. We don't keep track of how many we've done. I know a lot of podcasts, they count and say, this is podcast number whatever. Yeah. We have no clue what number this is. So
No. And if you're watching, thank you for watching. And
Mm-hmm.
be sure to like and share and all that kind of stuff
And
because we
subscribe.
love what we do. So,
Yeah, we don't get on here as much as we'd like to, but when we do,
yeah.
we enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So we're at Klare's Korner in Airdrie, Alberta, Canada. This is Wendy's quilt shop, and I am Wendy's sister.
And it is named after our mama,
Yeah,
Klare.
in honor of Mom. Yeah,
She's the one who taught us everything that we know how to do for the most part.
pretty much. Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
She sure encouraged it. Even if she didn't teach us, she encouraged it.
Yeah.
Right.
We used to do road trips as kids. Cindy and I are quite a bit younger than our other siblings. And we would, on our road trips.
Quite a bit younger if you're watching this, siblings. Go on.
Anyways, we had long drives from, quite often we went camping in Miracle Beach, British Columbia. And the road trips, Mum had to keep us busy somehow.
Yeah,
So that's how she kept Cindy and I busy, was crafting.
crafting,
Yeah.
knitting, cross stitching, anything really.
Anything.
Yeah.
And when we got there, macrame.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah, on
macrameing in the camp.
trees, Yeah.
I actually have a picture that I've been intending to blow up and put in the shop here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So,
So interesting, too, when we get to my knitting that I brought to show, there's a little memory I have of Mum with some of the knitting that I've got. So we'll kind of circle around to that again. And when we start showing everything that we're working on. So should we start with show and tell first? Like things that we've finished or are
Sure.
working on?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
You want to start? You want me to start?
Well, I don't have anything finished.
Okay.
I have a lot of
I've got
whips.
finished stuff.
Yeah, you do finished stuff and then I'll do whips.
We had a retreat March 20th, somewhere in there,
Yeah.
for a few days.
Yeah.
We do it every year, out in Caroline, Alberta, Lazy M Retreat. And
Beautiful place.
I'm known for not getting a lot done at these retreats.
She's
I get
following
little
in my
bits of stuff done,
Yeah.
but this one I was bound and determined to get a few projects done. So I did, and I've got them with me, so I'm excited to show you.
Mm-hmm.
So this first one is called Farmhouse Apron.
It's so cute.
I'm gonna pull it on here.
Yeah,
Oh look,
that's
and I
really-
even wore a sweater that matches today.
Oh, you did. It's like you planned
I
it.
think I've got the.
Did you
Yes,
bring
I
the
do.
pattern?
Here's the pattern. The main fabric takes 1 1/8 yard, and the main fabric that I used is a Three Sisters print.
It's so cute.
And then the highlight strip that I used here is a grunge.
Yeah, and it goes so well with it.
And it goes so well. And this was pretty quick, easy apron. The apron pattern does call for pockets, which sit right about here.
Yeah, it's hard to see them, but I'll bring this closer if you can.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you can see it right here. That's the
Yeah.
pocket because it kind of blends in.
Yeah.
I chose not to do pockets. So I've got this over a sweater and an apron, so, and another apron.
It's cute.
But it's super cute. Cindy has also made one for her daughter, Kirsty.
Yeah.
But I love it, and it's quick and easy.
Yeah, I made Kirsty's in a linen canvas blend, but Wendy's done hers in just a cotton, and it's beautiful. And isn't this lined?
Yeah, so I'll slip it off here. Oops, it caught on my earring. There we go. So it's lined. So you
The
can
back
reverse
is.
it.
Or the bodice
The
is.
the
top.
bodice is.
Yeah.
For those who are more advanced quilters, you could certainly do the same with the bottom. If you wanted a reversible apron, it would be, I think,
Yeah,
easy
doable.
enough. But this is a great pattern for beginning sewers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it was fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that I did it. And I would definitely make more. You
Yes.
did yours out of canvas.
Yeah.
I think I would like to do mine out of a lightweight, another one out of a lightweight linen canvas. And I
Yeah.
might actually, for me, make the bodice slightly longer. Maybe,
Okay, yeah.
just a couple inches longer so
Yeah.
it sits better on myself.
Yeah.
Or an adjustable strap, one of
Right.
the two.
Which is easy enough to do, right?
Yeah,
Put a
'cause-
tie strap maybe on or something instead, so they
Exactly.
tie in.
Super cute pattern though. So
And beautiful fabric. Look at this fabric. Look at all the, there you can kind of see all the different.
it's in a directional, so I had to be careful. I almost
it's
cut it wrong.
Absolutely stunning. All the,
Three sisters
they come out with.
have some of the most beautiful prints. They actually have, it's a Halloween print for any of you Halloween lovers, but they have this
show that,
gorgeous Halloween fabric right now.
I'm going to go grab it. Where is it?
On the front new shelves, bottom right.
Okay.
Gorgeous print. These prints are stunning. So when they make them up, we can't keep them in stock. So this one for Halloween, we actually brought in 2 bolts of it because we know that people will love it and it's already selling. So back to this one. There's the pattern there. So this is by Cabbage Rose. Again, as I said, the main is 1 1/8 yard. The accent is 3/8 yard. And it took me probably 2.5 hours total.
Yeah, they're fast.
Yeah, it was
When
it
I
was
made
pretty
it
quick,
too.
and that included the cutting, by the way.
Yeah, it's
So,
simple.
yeah.
And very well written.
Yeah, it was really quick. So
I just have to
I
show
really
you this
enjoyed it.
fabric because it's a Halloween print, but for those who like, is that the right way up? Halloween and stuff?
yeah, it is. That's another. So this is a Three Sisters Halloween print, and just
If you want some, phone us or go online because it goes fast. The
it
Three
goes.
Sisters.
It does go fast. All of our prints with them like this have gone quickly.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. They just do this style of print so well.
That owl, he's kind of blending in, but he's so cool, right?
And there are so many accent colors that you can do
Yeah.
for this one.
little skeleton
Little moths.
and a cat up there.
Yeah, a cat.
Yeah. It's just amazing. These fabrics are amazing.
They are. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. So I actually had a young male quilter in the shop yesterday, and he came in with 2 blacks that he was starting with, and this actually went beautifully with it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the ones, so he took some of that as well to blend into his quilt. So
We have a few male quilters, and I love to actually. And one of them I know for sure is a garment sewer, and yeah, he does phenomenal work. Like makes his own sweatshirts and embellishes his.
yeah,
And anyways, they're beautiful. So,
yeah.
and since we were just on Halloween fabric, I just had to show this
Another
because
beautiful one.
oh my gosh, this is
This is a line by Stacy Itsu.
yeah, Stacy Itsu.
Is it Haunted Home?
I think so. Home Sweet
Home
Haunt.
Sweet Haunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But check it out, and then I'm going to tell you my idea with this. I know it's not Halloween, and we
It's-
just talked about spring and summer,
know.
but
If you guys are so inclined, pause the screen here and read these panels.
Yeah.
We had so much fun
yeah,
reading these little tidbits.
yeah, it's amazing. So my idea for this, and we have a few other prints that go with this line, is placemats. I'm going to take just over 1 meter of each fabric, this one and then a complementary one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and have them quilted, take them to our long armor and have them quilted, and then cut them into placemats, and then they're reversible placemats. So that's what I did for Christmas placemats.
She quilts them like a whole cloth quilt.
Yeah, that's what I get
And
done.
then cuts them up afterwards and binds them. What a fabulous idea, right?
Yeah,
Like so quick and easy.
yeah, and then you can, if you need more than 6 placemats, you can go bigger than 1 meter, right? 1.5 meters. You can get 6, you can get 10 placemats probably, I think, out of that.
Yeah.
And they're a good size placemat. That's what I do. That's what I had done with Christmas fabric, and I love it. It's
Yeah.
easy. You chuck them in the wash, you pull them out, and they're
What if
nice.
you're looking for a quick gift?
And they're reversible.
It doesn't get much quicker than that.
Nope. Nope.
Just-
And everybody, I don't know, I guess not everybody uses placemats, but I do. I think a lot of people do, don't
I
they?
think a lot of people still use placemats.
Yeah. Especially if you have kids, younger kids or grandkids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and
yeah.
it's a way to bring in the season
Yeah.
easily.
And you can roll them up and, stick them in a little can or something on your table, and it just
Yeah.
looks cute and fun and use
Even
it.
just use one as a table center.
Yeah, table runner, you could get it done.
Yeah.
So it's fun and it's reversible and
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a little dirty and flip it right over.
Yeah. Nobody's any wiser. Okay, so I sort of got sidetracked there with Halloween fabric, but back to your makes.
We did, but it was fun fabric.
Yeah.
Fun fabric. The next one I'm going to show you is the Haralson belt bag. Now this is a pattern by Noodlehead Designs. Those of you that watch know that we love Noodlehead. This is a bag that from the time that it came in, I wanted to tackle it, but I overthought it for a year.
As we often do with anything, right? We all do that, I think. It's some level.
Yes. So my daughter came in and she picked out some because she really wanted a crossbody bag. Now I do have a final step that I need to do on this, but otherwise it's pretty much done. So
back to Wendy starting things and not quite finishing them. How long has this been done?
Since March.
Yeah.
March 22nd.
Although I can't say much because I'm the same kind of person. I do the same thing.
So I used a Ruby Star canvas and I used a faux vinyl or faux leather for the highlight. For the highlight fabric. It's all I have to do is rivet on this piece right here just to hold for the clasp to hold it shut. There's a zipper on the back, and let me tell you, when you talk about crossbody bags, you want something that's got room. This back pocket is the entire width. You can see my fingers here. It's the entire width of the back of the bag. So you've got that big pocket there. When you open it up, it's very generous inside. You can see the puckers on the corner here, so you got a little more depth to your bag. And then inside you have another zip pocket.
I was actually surprised at the amount of room in this bag.
Yeah. And again,
for a smaller crossbody bag, I was quite
this zip pocket is quite generous as well. So when you're talking about a versatile, great travel crossbody bag, this would be one.
Yeah.
For sure. It's
when you're traveling and you need something close to your body and stuff, right? But handy.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's ideal.
Very much so. And quick again.
Yeah.
I think in total 4 hours I was done this bag.
Okay.
Yeah. So
cute.
So I overthought it for a year and finished it in
spent
4 hours.
4 hours working on it.
And I loved it because her patterns are so very well written.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find it very interesting how she did the zip pocket on the inside of this. Very hard to explain, but you put the zipper on and then you kind of flip the fabric into itself to get this perfect. Yeah. I think you'll like that.
It's a self-finishing zipper on the outside, kind of.
Yeah, and
you're seeing. So
yeah, I shared a table with a gal who's done, I don't know how many bags she's done now, but a ton. And she said the zipper method that I believe her name is Anna from Haralson or from Noodlehead. This method she uses on all bags now.
Christina does?
Yeah,
or Noodle?
Yeah, even Christine does.
Oh, okay.
Even if it's not a Haralson.
Oh, okay.
Or it doesn't call, she loves this style of zipper for the way that it finishes up. So if I just move it in really close there.
Yeah, because you're literally flipping it inside out, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it gives you a really nice finished
edge
for your zipper.
Yeah.
So highly recommend the Noodlehead patterns. And this one, you don't have to overthink it. It's really quite easy. Alrighty. Right. Onward and upward.
Yeah.
My final finished project from that weekend is Box, Bottom, and Bows Tote by Cut Loose Press.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Say that 10 times really quickly.
Box, Bottom, and Bows. So
I have made now 4 of these bags, I think, in total.
That's it? It feels like you've made so many more.
4. I've got kits cut for more, but I have made 4 of these bags.
Okay.
And this last one, I did modify it a little bit for myself.
Yeah. Do you want me to hold it or?
Yeah. So
I can be Vanna.
This fabric was my own fabric from my stash because this is my own bag. They do. The pattern does do.
Bows.
The straps from fabric, but I chose to do mine from a webbing. And with a great suggestion from Cindy and Christine, because I wasn't crazy about the webbing on its own, I added a strip of vinyl, a 1-inch strip of vinyl down the center because the bottom of my bag was vinyl. So I had more than enough left over
Yeah.
from the rolls that we have in the shop here to add that little bling. And I love adding a little
It is pretty. It's a
a
really
little
nice
touch. Yeah.
classic
Yeah.
look, I guess you would call it.
I also lengthen my strap. I like to be able to throw a bag over my shoulder. So the straps that I put on are 28 inches. And those are,
Undo a bow and show the inside too.
yeah. And show my final modification. This bag does not call for an inner pocket, but I love inner pockets, so I just did a couple of quick and easy ones.
Inner
So-
pockets are nice.
Yeah.
And fancy little bows on the side. That's where you get your bow in the pattern description.
Yeah.
Box bottom and bows.
I love this pattern so much that I now could do it without actually following the pattern. It's a great beginner. If you've always wanted to make a tote bag and you've not wanted to jump in, or you've wanted to explore bag making, great place to start. One charm pack, 30 charms. You do 3 rows of 5 for each side, plus the bottom, also in 5-inch strips. Pull it together, box your bottom. It's all in the pattern. And then,
cute.
yeah, add your ties and add your straps. It really is a quick bag as well.
Yeah.
Again, an afternoon project. I think it probably took me about 4 hours as well
Nice.
to put that one together. But I love it. It's quick and easy. And this time I used an inner foam, which the pattern does call for. The first couple of times,
Did you? Instead of...
first couple of times I doubled up batting, which works just as well.
I have mine with me too that you made.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So
it's
yours
full
is-
of stuff.
Yours is double batting.
Okay.
And this one is possibly even a fusible on the one on one piece
mine,
of it.
on one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is a sew-in inner foam. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Nice. It's got a
it works
nice...
equally well.
It stands really well.
Yeah,
Like it's not floppy at all. So
yeah,
nice.
and I love it.
Yeah.
So
There you
this
go.
will be what accompanies me to Quilt Canada in Mississauga this year. Cindy and I are going,
going to
again. We're pretty excited.
Yay.
So
The shop's not going. We are going.
yes, so we get to just wander around and enjoy and
Yeah.
take it all in. Really
Woohoo.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
3 full days of fun in Mississauga. If you're from that area and you have suggestions of something else we should go and see and do, we knit, we crochet, we, like if there's shops we should go to or just somewhere else that we should go while we're there.
Yeah.
Please send us a note or write it in the comments because we would love to
Good places
explore a little
to
bit.
eat.
Yeah.
Like good restaurants, good food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something. Give us suggestions.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear because
Yeah. Things to see that represent that area.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Sightseeing kind of things.
that
yeah.
we might miss otherwise because we're from Alberta and,
Yeah.
and it's not typical, but we would love
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 0 finished things, but I have many on the go things. So I'm gonna just go through it. You're gonna see some sewing projects, some knitting projects, cross stitch one. No quilting. I was looking at that though. Have we shown? I think we showed that last
We
time.
have shown
Quilts
this
that
one.
I've
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next project that I have, and it's all in bits and pieces. So I am going to show you just the pattern picture, but I'm going to show you the fabric I'm going to use for it. So, is the Studio Tunic by So Liberated. So again, fabulous pattern. This pattern comes in numerous sizes, I think from 0 to, what did it say on the pattern? Doesn't say right on there.
Size 0 to 34.
Yeah, so many sizes, right?
And it's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute. So what I'm doing is I've got this blue linen canvas. Or is it linen?
Just
Maybe
linen.
it's linen.
That's just linen. Essex linen.
Essex linen. Okay,
Yeah.
blue linen. It's like a Wedgwood blue kind of.
I think
would you
so.
call that?
Yeah,
Or steel
absolutely.
blue? Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we've paired it with this. Now, in the pattern, hers is all one color. I'm going to use this for my facings. So you will see it pop up. There are little peaks of it just on my facings, which will be the inside when you're sewing it. on my arm facings and on my neck facings and everything, front and back. And I think this one little inner pocket here may be that fabric too.
Yeah.
A little cute
Why not?
peek of that fabric. So
Yeah. It's like a little watch pocket almost.
well, it's actually quite big.
Oh, I guess
It looks
is.
small. Yeah, it looks small, but it's actually
I'm
quite
gonna
big.
just point that out. I'm just gonna right there. So that's the one she's thinking of doing for her.
Yeah, so a pocket in a pocket. And the pockets are big. The main pockets are big.
They do look big. They look huge.
Yeah. So this is my...
I think your daughter made this already once, right, Chelsea?
I don't think she made that one.
It wasn't
she made
this one?
something similar to that, but
Oh,
not
okay.
that one. I
Okay.
don't think. But yeah, so that's my fabric for that. So stay tuned. This is a really great pattern. We're actually thinking of doing a class with this, and I read through the whole pattern, and it is beginner friendly, so that's a nice thing for people that are wanting to learn how to garment sew.
Yeah.
You learn, you know, just basic sizing yourself, cutting out the patterns, how to cut out patterns, how to lay out your fabric on, or your pattern sheets on your fabric properly, on your straight grain and everything. And French seams, believe it or not, there's French seams in this. So no serger required. It's just your sewing machine. And yeah, so French seam is a nice finish seam, so you don't have any raw edges. So really great beginner project. So yeah.
And just an add on to that apron that I showed, this is the series that we're looking at running. So we would start with this apron. We would move on to the studio tunic, and then we've got another project in mind for the third project. So for those of you who've wanted to garment sew or figure it out, this is what we're going to be doing. Kind of a 3-step. So you learned some skills in clothing.
Yeah. So you can sew. There's so many fantastic patterns out there for clothing.
Yeah.
And we carry a good little selection of clothing patterns and fabrics for clothes anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I don't wear polyesters and stuff very well.
Yeah, you're a cotton.
I like cottons, I like linens, I like natural fibers on my body. It just, my body breathes better in that, you know, it's that time of life. So so
a little cooler, more comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make, you know, there's so much you can make, like shorts, pants, shirts, I don't know, everything, jackets, everything. So, so we're going to start to touch on that a little bit too. So stay tuned for that, because there's a big movement towards making your own.
Absolutely.
Right now.
That's actually kind of where we started years ago when we started 4-H sewing, was with garment sewing.
Yep, skirts. I remember my skirts,
blouses.
Yeah.
And some pillows and such.
Yeah. We learned different techniques on pillows and everything. So
yeah.
So it'll be fun.
It will be fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Another fabric we got in.
So pretty. It is so pretty.
So I saw this and I'm like, okay, what am I going to make with this? This is a canvas. Yeah. But look at the colors, purples and sort of a chartreusey greens and blues and oranges and
and that is an art gallery canvas. Does it say? I'm going to see what it says on the salvage.
So a while ago, I made a apron from tea towel fabric that we have in here.
Sorry, so I think the line is Slow Summer, and this one is called Summer Stripe canvas.
Excuse me. Yeah, and it's stunning. It's a canvas. It's a beautiful weight. So I'm going to make an apron as well, but I'm going to use the Sharon Holland free pattern. So if you're looking for a free pattern for an apron, she does this using a tea towel.
Yeah.
And we do have a sample of this in the shop.
We do.
So I'm going to use this fabric instead. So I will have to, you know, tidy up my edges and everything. A little bit, because with tea toweling, of course, you have finished edges. This one I won't, but it's going to work just the same, and it's going to look amazing. And
that's another very quick project.
Yeah,
and very
so
well
go
written.
onto the Sharon Holland website if you want.
I've made 3 of those aprons.
Yeah,
and I know you've made a few.
Yeah, because they're so fast and customizable. You can make them longer if you want.
Yeah.
The only trimming out.
Come on, like this is just
I know, right?
Fun.
Yeah.
And I think Cindy's choosing to do her stripes this way. Of course, you could do it any way you want.
Yeah.
But yes.
And even better.
And it's canvas, so it's got a heavier weight than toweling, which I like because it lays a little bit better.
And there's going to be enough out of this because I'm going to stand up for a second. One side is all I need. Look at how long that goes down to below my knees.
That is, a good, yeah.
Yeah. So I only need one side of this. The whole other side, I'm going to make a bag.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Nice.
1 meter of fabric, and you have enough for an apron and more than enough for a bag of some kind,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So a
You
fun
can also-
summer beach bag or something.
And you could also use the other side for like casserole dish carriers and
Yes.
oven mitts,
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a fun beach bag though.
Oh,
If you
absolutely.
add some of that netting.
We have that poolside tote pattern.
Oh, see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It could become that.
Yep.
Okay. So
So many
that's
ideas.
all out of that bag.
So many ideas.
Yeah. Next bag. So first I will show you some of the knitting I'm working on. And this is when, sorry about, showing you the top of my head there the whole time. So for anybody that's been watching, us knows that I love to knit. I'm a huge sock knitter,
Yes.
really.
Yes.
And there was some, if everybody knows the bay is closing down, the bay in Canada, the Hudson Bay has been around for how many years? 100?
Well, but since before Canada was a country, I believe.
Yeah, it's been around forever, but
Yeah.
it's closing. Sadly, the Hudson Bay is closing. So, years ago when my oldest was a baby, my oldest 2 probably, which is 30 plus years ago.
35.
Yeah. Mom and I used to go to the Hudson Bay a lot. My husband would refer to me as
We
Bay
called
Day.
it Bay Day.
Yeah. I loved to go shopping at the Bay, as did my mom, our mom. Yeah. So we fed each other's need for shopping at the Bay.
Yeah. And it was a beautiful department store.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's very sad that it's
It is.
closing down. Yes.
So, I was following I follow a yarn dyer. Small Fish Yarns is her name, and she's a Canadian yarn dyer. I'm really trying to stick to Canadian yarn dyers for numerous reasons, but one, the shipping is way better and the cost.
Yes.
So she's doing the Canadiana set she did. And with that, she actually has a pattern for
Oh,
sock.
my gosh.
I know, right? Or a cowl you can make with this. So she has this nice cream colored natural yarn, and then
It looks really soft.
yeah, hold that, please. So there's
Oh
your,
my gosh.
you get I believe it's 115 gram ball of the cream colored. Sorry, Wendy.
No, it's okay.
And then
And
3.
look at the heel. It's in a little gray.
I just added that for
But
the
it's
extra.
cute.
Yeah. So these go with it.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that something?
Yes, I love
So
it.
Small Fish Yarn, she has these sets right now.
So get one.
Yeah.
Get one. This
Yeah.
is you're gonna have classic socks.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yes.
the Bay's leaving people. It's going to be gone.
And do you
it's part
and do
of
you
our
remember
history.
the blankets, like the wool blankets?
Yes.
In fact, when we were doing quilts for Jasper,
Yes.
and we took new quilts or new blankets, somebody donated 2 Hudson Bay
Bay
blankets.
yeah.
The wool blankets.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
if you're in Jasper and watching this and you got those blankets,
yeah, lucky you.
love those blankets because
Yeah, it's going. So anyways, knitting these, great memories of Mom and I shopping all the time because the Bay used to sell yarn too.
yes.
So of course Mom and I raided the yarn place.
Bay was
the
a
yarn
great
yard.
place to go.
Yeah.
I believe we got our bridesmaids dresses for your wedding from
Yeah.
the Bay.
Right? Because they had everything.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was great. Anyways, these end up, so you have the base, the striping on the top, and then when I start the foot, the striping will repeat itself down there as well. So great pattern, beautiful yarn. It's an 80-20 weight, and I love to work with an 80-20 weight. And so Small Fish Yarns. She's on Etsy, so look her up if you want a classic.
Check it out.
Sock
Pretty
set.
awesome.
Yeah. So my next, I should have brought my sock blockers and I totally forgot today. So this is just another sock I'm working on. Does it look like a sock? Not really like that, does it? You can sort of see a
A
pattern
sock
in there.
puppet, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, call it that. So this is a nice pattern called Hearth and Home by Lindsey Fowler.
Nice.
Yeah, you hold that sock.
Yep.
And the yarn is by Rosehill Yarns, another Canadian dyer, and I love her yarns. The weight on this, I think this is a 75-25. So that's a 75 superwash merino, 25 nylon.
So you get a good look at the colors.
Yeah.
Beautiful colors in there.
So I'm going to tell you the name if I hopefully have my tag. Don't I think it's called like, shoot, normally I have,
I'm curious what you have wrapped
here it
around
is.
your ball of yarn, but
oh, it's a little yarn condom, they call them. To keep your yarn in place when you're doing a center pull.
okay.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Nice.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah, they are cute.
It's called Farmhouse Dreaming. Isn't that cute? This
is
color.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. The colors in it are beautiful.
It is. It like
Right?
as I said, you again, I'm going to come up close so you can get a better look at this, but there's so many colors in there.
Yeah. I use these are my markers. Every 10 rows I put one on, so I make the other sock exactly the same. Can you see that?
I think so.
Rosehill Yarns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Farmhouse Dreaming.
Nice.
Yeah.
And was that a QR code I seen? Oh no, it's just
No,
Facebook
just-
and Instagram.
Yeah. Wendy's all about the QR codes.
Because you just snap it with your camera and you got their site.
Yep. Yeah, so there's the second sock on the go on that one. And last sock to show. This one is a new pattern. It's got so much squish to it. Look at that.
Very cute.
This pattern is called the Grampa Socks, I believe.
The Grampa Socks.
Grampa Socks. Oh, I'm going to show you something else.
The funny thing is it's in green, and our dad, who is a grandpa to many.
Yeah. Right? This is by Alicia Plummer. It's a beautiful sock. It's squishy. And the, excuse me, the yarn I'm using is Sonder Yarn Co., another Canadian yarn dyer, and a yak. It's got 70% merino, 20% yak, people. Yak is so soft.
This actually matches the sweater I have on right now quite nicely.
Yeah. And 10% nylon. So, but the squish factor in this is like
it's
really cool.
They're really comfy socks for your sister.
So, yeah.
I always try to.
She always tries. Always tries. So, totally off topic here, but I was watching a podcast or YouTube or something, and someone said, take your sewing machine with your patterns and sew. Look at that.
That's a great idea. Because
Isn't
how
that
many times do you lose a page of a pattern?
right?
Yeah.
Clip them or whatever you want. I guess I shouldn't show the pattern, but they're together.
Yes.
I went to my sewing machine and just sewed down my side
Very
of my
nice.
pattern. Isn't
That's
that
a
cool?
really great idea, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I hope that doesn't, I know it won't pop up somewhere else. Something popped up on my screen.
I'm just seeing the charms on your bag. Is that the Maya charms?
Oh, I do have some Maya charms, because I wanted to show this, actually.
Yeah. That's cute. Did you make that?
No.
Oh.
This is, for all you sewers out, or knitters out there, Grocery Girl sells these on there. It's a little notions case,
That's really cute.
isn't it?
Yes.
But I wanted to show you these.
That's a great travel case, whether you're a knitter or a sewer, or that's a great travel case.
Yeah, isn't it cute? And you can see what's in it. And,
Grocery Girls are from Edmonton, for those of you who
Yeah,
don't know.
another
Edmonton,
Canadian-
Alberta. They're about
Yeah.
3 hours north of us.
so here's our Maya charm. Check that out.
So when we say a Maya charm, we have a young lady in the plant shop, Sweet Joan Co., right next door to us,
Hope you can see that.
that makes these gorgeous scissor charms, and we've got a lot of them in stock here at the store.
I've got that one.
I haven't quite got them online yet, but if you are interested, you could send us a message, and I'm happy to send you pictures.
There's
And I
another
will
one.
do my best to get pictures of them and get them uploaded because they are adorable. She
She's
does a really nice job. $8 a charm too, which is
Yeah, for any size. So this one has a
brilliant handmade charms.
moon and stars, and she has all colors. This is blues and stuff. And I'm gonna ask her actually if she'll make some knitting ones for my. So I like to keep, little
yeah.
charms like this. So I'm gonna ask her if she'll make something similar to that, but with, this is my favorite.
She is sweet, and she made each of us that work here at my shop one with our initial on it.
Look at that little gold leaf back
Yeah, that
there.
one's really
And I
pretty.
like these little bell bead.
Bell flowers?
Yeah. So this
Very
is
cute.
my little scissors, but look at that little leather stopper. That's from Sandy by the Lakeside. She's in Ontario, another Canadian.
The cutest little scissors.
Yeah, aren't they cute?
They are the same color as your cute little pouch.
Yeah, I'd like to match. Okay, and last but not least, we have working on another cross stitch. Oh, I got my needle and everything stuck in the front. We have,
Super cute.
what time are we at? Oh, we're 5 after 10. I hope nobody's banging on the door.
Oh, they bang.
Yeah. We have this pattern in store. So I'm doing it on a 14 count Aida, and it's called the Honeybee Quaker.
And she serged the edges of this as well,
Yeah,
which is a great idea.
right. So it's no fraying and stuff. So that is my most recent cross stitch. Here's the last one I finished. I just have to
That's a Quaker, was it spring or summer?
spring Quaker. This one was.
Yeah.
So for the most part, it's done. Except see this right down here, number 5.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's not working out the way I want it to. So I gotta.
Oh.
I'm playing with it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Otherwise, this one is done and
So pretty.
working away on that one. Yeah. So we have those patterns in store.
We do. And if you wanted to, we could pull the pattern as well as the DMC floss, which we also have in stock. So
Yeah, and this one doesn't even require a lot, right?
yeah,
So,
just a few different colors, which is kind of nice. Well, even that spring Quaker that you just showed is one color, which is great.
oh yeah, true enough. Yeah, see this one. 2, 4, 6, 8 colors. And you get that beauty.
Yeah. Fun.
And we have the Aida cloth and everything, so
Nice.
yeah. So I think that's
it. That's all.
it for
I hope
today.
you guys enjoyed everything that we showed today.
Yeah.
We had a lot piled up to show you. So
We have a lot piled all around us now that we have
We
to
do.
clean up, so yeah.
that's what I did yesterday with the rulers. I had every ruler that we had on our wall beside me
Oh no way.
on my Wendy's
Oh yes,
Wednesday.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Anyways, thank you for joining us.
yes,
again.
thank you. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw. And yeah, please like and subscribe and have a fabulous May 1st.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone. Happy spring.
Bye.
Bye.